This is Sylvia Saber with OpTv Global headlines. Starting with the top international stories for the day. U.S. regulators are scrutinizing a deal between former President Donald Trump's fledgling social media company and an investment vehicle. The company said they plan to launch the social media platform named Truth Social nationally early next year. The Kremlin has described the state of U.S.-Russia relations as quite lamentable. Russian President Vladimir Putin said he wants legally binding guarantees that NATO will not expand further to its border and a pledge that certain types of weapons will not be deployed in countries close to Russia. Israeli airstrikes hit the Syrian port of Latakia in a rare attack targeting key facilities. Reports said that the attack targeted the port's container yard, causing a number of containers to catch fire but without causing casualties. Security has been tightened in India's Mathura city on the 29th anniversary of the demolition of historic Babri Masjid by Hindu hardliners. A Hindu right-wing group announced that it will install a Krishna idol at the Shahi Eidgah Mosque in Mathura. Russia and India signed a flurry of trade and arms deals during President Vladimir Putin's visit to New Delhi. After one deal, India will produce more than 600,000 Kalashnikov rifles. The National Museum of Afghanistan is open once again with Taliban security. The Taliban are now also appeared to be amongst its most enthusiastic visitors. Around 100 dead cats were found in the home of a retired man in France. Authorities said that the pensioner was probably suffering from Noah syndrome, which describes people hoarding a large number of animals. Up next, we have the national updates. Prime Minister Imran Khan met Director General Inter-Services Intelligence Lieutenant General Nadeem Ahmed Anjum and Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa. During the meeting, the Pakistan-Afghan border came under discussion. Two pilots of the Pakistan Army Aviation embraced martyrdom after their helicopter crashed in Sachin. PMLN President and Opposition Leader in the National Assembly Shehbaz Sharif expressed grief over the unfortunate incident. Sri Lankan High Commissioner has assured that the Sialkot lynching will have no impact on the two countries' friendly relations. Sri Lanka's High Commissioner also praised the Pakistani government's support and thanked the Pakistani people for their sympathies. Prime Minister Imran Khan has kicked off Kamyab Jawan Sports Drive. The Prime Minister claimed that the government had disbursed Rs 47 billion in scholarships and Rs 100 billion in soft loans to the youth. Former President and PPP co-chairperson Asif Ali Zardari warned that some foreign elements were conspiring to disintegrate Pakistan. He also added that party's shortcomings were reason for failure in by-poll in Lahore's NA 133 constituency. Sindh Assembly Speaker Agha Siraj Durrani has sent to prison on judicial remand. An accountability court on Monday remanded Sindh Assembly Speaker in a reference pertaining to allegedly possessing Rs 1.61 billion unlawful assets. A 14-year-old Karachi youngster was shot dead in an alleged encounter by police. Mehsood's relatives rejected the police's version, saying that he was not guilty of any wrongdoing.
Equal justice under law. We haven't yet lived up to that promise, marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back. Because Black lives matter. Because we need to incarcerate less and educate more. Deserves justice.
Up next, we have the updates on science and technology. Russia has announced to send Japanese Billionaire to the International Space Station. The move is marking Moscow's return to the new booming space tourism business after a decade-long break. Up next, we have the sports updates. At least 443 foreign cricketers have registered for the 7th edition of the Pakistan Super League. Cricketers Chris Gayle, David Miller and Sandeep Lamashane are slated for platinum categories. The PSL will start on January 27th in Pakistan. The United States has announced a diplomatic boycott of the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. The decision is a calibrated rebuke of China's human rights record. The International Olympic Committee said it respects the decision by the US. Up next, we have the entertainment updates. The 5th death anniversary of Pakistani singer turned religious scholar Junaid Jamshed has been observed today. His debut hit single Dil Dil Pakistan was released on 14th August 1987 and skyrocketed his album Vital Signs 1 into national fame. The athletic star couple Sania Mirza and Shoaib Malik have announced their own talk show. The Shoaib and Sania show is to be premiered on Pakistan's OTT platform Urdu Flix. The celebrity husband-wife will host a string of popular cultural icons from both India and Pakistan. Pakistani filmmaker Yasir Nawaz has announced to make his first commercial film in Sindhi language. He started working in collaboration with acclaimed dramatist Nurul Huda Shah. Justin Bieber hit the stage with full enthusiasm for a concert in Jeddah City of Saudi Arabia. The Canadian singer received massive praise from music lovers for his heart-capturing performance. Up next, we have the business updates. The Pakistani rupee recovered nearly 30 paisas in interbank market. With an increase of 0.16%, the local unit closed at Rs 176.48 against the US dollar. Samsung has stated operationalizing its first TV lineup plan in Pakistan. Initially, the unit will produce 50,000 TV sets and increase the capacity to 100,000 units within 2 years. Advisor to Prime Minister on Commerce and Revenue Abdul Razak Daud urges firms to collaborate with leading international companies to set up units in Pakistan.
Equal justice under law. We haven't yet lived up to that promise, marginalized communities across our nation. I'm Faisal Gill. I saw how the color of your skin, so I went to law school because I wanted to fight to make the law work for all, because I wanted to give back, because Black lives matter, because we need to incarcerate less and educate more. Deserves justice.